This is Mary from Kamaj Fiber Arts, and today I want to show you a couple things. First of all, I would like to, we are going to get to showing you how to make this yarn from a bat that I made, because I had this on Facebook and a lot of people asked me what the bat looked like to make this yarn. Okay, so we're going to do that in a minute. But the first thing I'm going to show you is how to card a bat from a really dense comb top. So this is pretty, not felted, but it's compact, and this would be really hard to spin because it won't pull out very well. So the best thing to do would be to recard this. So what I'm going to do is take little strips, and I'm going to take it down into small strips so it can go through my carder. So if the strips are too thick, it won't go through very well. So if you have something that's a little bit on the felted side, you decide how thin you need to make these to go through your type of carder, because every carder is a little bit different. So then I will just run them through my carder. Going from one end to the next. Now if it's so felted that you have to forcefully turn your carder, then it's probably not a good idea to put that through your carder. It may be just a little bit too felted. But what's nice is you can kind of resurrect some of your issues and your problems if you handle your fiber too much and it turns out just a little bit too compact to be able to draft from the braid or from the comb top. So for those of you that are a little bit on the geeky side, we are taking a comb top, a commercial comb top, which is a worsted prep, and we're changing it to a batt, which is a woolen prep. And some would go so far to argue that it is a semi-worsted prep. The batt would be a semi-worsted prep. But that's not necessary to know that. Okay, so after I get a nice base down, I may actually take this off and card it one more time just to get it a little bit smoother if I feel like it's not smooth enough, but this isn't bad. Okay, so to make that yarn, I have a base of a dark color, and then this is a batt, actually from, if I could find the card, it's from Mary Fibers, and it's so pretty. It's super fine merino, bamboo, silk, and silk noils. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. But I'm gonna tear it apart and change it. Sorry about that. So I will take some of that, and I'm going to make another layer. And this is going to be the inside layer of the batt. Now this carder I'm using takes quite a bit of fiber. You may need to strip this out into pieces like, maybe like that for your carder. You know, every carder is different, and you want to experiment a little bit to see how your carder works the best, actually, and not to damage the carder, because that's the last thing you want to do. These are really expensive, so you want to really take care of your carder. Okay, let's put another layer on. And the colors that are in this batt is red and black and white. And you can see that when it was spun, all the different colors kind of popped through. Okay, so let's do another layer, because we're going to make a fairly good sized batt. Most carders hold about 3 ounces of fiber. If you use a burnishing tool, you can get a little bit more, maybe like 4. That's your standard size carder. Okay, in fact, I am going to burnish it. So this is my little burnishing tool. I'm just going to hold it onto the large drum and pack it down just a little bit. Okay, then I'm going to, again, take that deeper color and layer it on the top. So you can see we're sort of sandwiching colors together. The darker on the outside and the two sides, and then the white in the middle, kind of like an Oreo, I suppose. And you can even do it with the lighter on the outside and the darker in the middle. And what I like to do with my the outside fiber, I mean, this is already kind of kind of variegated. You see the lighter and darker tones, so it's going to give it some depth, which is going to be really pretty. But if you have a single color solid, you may want to pre-card another color in there, another shade of that color, just to give it a little bit more depth. Because when it's one solid color, it has a tendency to be a little bit on the flat side. You can add noils and silk. You could add soft silk. You could add, I mean, if you want to add some texture. Actually, I think the middle layer would be fun to have the texture versus the outside layer, because that's the color that's going to pop through. So make sure that middle layer is fairly opposite the other color on that outside layers. Whoops, see, that's a little bit too much, so I'm going to actually open it up a little bit. So you want a fairly contrasting color between the inside and the outside, and that's what gives it that really pretty look in the yarn. And it'll make more of a marled yarn when you knit it. In fact, I'll knit up a swatch and show you, and it won't pull as much. Okay, so there is the batt. Let me try to find my little thing to take it off. Okay. I often go in layers instead of doing the full thickness of the batt, because it's just hard on the drum. It can cause some issues here because there's so much leverage, and especially if you have a wooden trough, it'll crack it. And I've done that before. I've cracked that trough on my Louette, and yeah, once I cracked it, it was all she wrote. Okay, so there's that, and then let's go ahead and pull that off. You can see what it looks like. So when I pull a batt off, I keep my hand a little close to the drum and pull so not so much sticks to the drum. Okay, so there's the batt, and you can see the layer of color on the inside. You see that? It's almost like a filling. So it's like a cherry cordial. And there's the filling. There's the filling again. So this type of batt was used to make this type of yarn. Okay, so this is the swatch that I knitted from this batt, and did make a little bit of striping, but it's kind of cool, kind of different, almost like a tweed. Kind of a tweed look. That's the back. There's the front. So what I did is I stripped this long ways, and I just spun it, and that was pretty much it. So that's how that's done. All right, thanks for watching. Check out my Facebook, CamashFiberArts.com, and also my website, CamashFiberArts.com. And we do monthly group sales, and you are welcome to join in at wholesale prices. All right, see you later. Thank you. Bye.